Number one, don't have good quality or quantity of water. Now, I almost took this one out. I mean, it was very important when I started because every community we have is founded near water, right? Every single one, by an aquifer or a lake or a river, the ocean, except for Las Vegas, which was kind of a funny idea. But every other place was founded near water because water is critically important, right? And I thought, water quality, we don't have to discuss those issues anymore. And then Flint, Michigan happened. And you all know what happened in Flint, Michigan. I mean, it was politics through and through that had Flint battling with Detroit, and then they played possum or played chicken and tried to beat them, and then they wound up with a wrong dealer that couldn't provide them the water, so they had to go to a third source, and then they wound up with contamination, and there's a bunch of people that have Legionnaire's disease, and 6,000 to 12,000 kids that have been exposed to lead poisoning because of bad political decisions. And now people are being prosecuted. Leadership is being prosecuted because of those decisions. We assume we have quality water. We just presume it, but it can disappear so quickly. And when Flint, Michigan happened, I did a little bit of research. I don't have the stats on the United States, but I checked Canada. And we're a tenth the population that you guys are, with a tenth of the communities, right? And there are 3 communities on average every week in Canada put on a boil water advisory. So if you gel the numbers, you should have 30 communities on average in the United States put on a boil water advisory. Now those don't last for a day. They seldom even last for a week. They last for weeks or months, and some of them last for years. And that's because of health concerns. That's dangerous. But it's not just health that's quality of water. It's the color of your water and the smell of your water. People don't want yellow stains down the tub of a new house when they make an investment. They demand quality water. I used to say, they don't demand good quality water. They expect good quality water. They won't even say anything anymore. They'll just move somewhere where they get it. And if you don't believe me, go down to the gas station and buy a cup of coffee and hang out by the front counter. You will hear every single person come and complain that, what do you guys pay now, $2.25 for a gallon of gas? Right? A gallon. But they'll pay $1 for a little 450 milliliter bottle of water, and that's it worth. Because they expect good quality water. But the quantity of water is equally important. I mean, this is an agricultural community. I grew up on a farm. You can put the best quality seeds possible. Put them at the exact proper depth. Put on fertilizer to make sure that it grows. Put on chemicals to get rid of the bugs. Put on herbicides to make sure the weeds don't grow. And you know what happens if it doesn't rain? Nothing. You can't do agriculture without water. You can't do value-added agriculture and beef production without water. You can't do industrial production without water. You have to have enough water. In fact, there are dozens of communities all over North America right now that can't get any bigger because they can't supply enough water to the new homes. A person wants to buy the lot, build a house, raise their family, start a life in the community, and they can't because they can't supply enough water. Now, I tell people, I've said this all over Alberta, but I say it all over North America, we don't have a shortage of water yet. We have a shortage of water management in most places. We don't understand how important it is to manage our water supplies. And I know, I come from Alberta, an oil and gas jurisdiction. People tell me all the time, the next world war will be fought over oil, because oil is such a precious commodity and drives our communities, right? I can see that might be. The next world war fought over oil. But the last world war will be fought over water, because whoever controls water controls everything. So if you want to kill your community, don't have good quality of water, and your community will be forced to drink from a poisoned well. And don't have good quantity of water either, and your community could die of thirst.